Players' Championship 2023 was great, especially for Shaun Murphy, who hadn't had a title for 3 years. For the others, not so much. This time, he never looked like losing, almost had a 147 break, 11 centuries, and deservedly became the champion of... Players? Players' champion? Well, I've always thought it's a weird name for a tournament. Let's start with crazy flukes and funny moments. Robert Milkins, with his normal service, playing a wild safety attempt and getting a wild fluke. Here, Ryan Day, probably having remembered his famous frame with Marco Fu, where he stole the frame with 4 snooker deficit, decided to put himself a snooker's required stage, fluking 2 reds. After missing the red 3 times, Joe O'Connor managed to fluke the red and make an 86 break. You can see what Carter thinks about it. Although Carter wanted to put the cue ball behind the pink, the black had other ideas. Very lucky shot.
Today it's my day and I'm delighted.
Anything he touched the last couple of tournaments has turned to gold. This shot isn't an exception. Later, his opponent had some luck too, but it seems like too little too late. Mark Allen found his ability to have fun even trailing 3-1 and not playing particularly good.
Mark Allen 85, Joe Thomas 6, frame, Mark Allen.
We've seen exhibition positional shots of the jaw, but I can't recall having seen this of 2 jaws.
85.
Murphy is hilarious. Looks like the rat stopped inside the pocket here. Murphy had to enable stealth mode. Even the crowd thought he made it, but unfortunately he missed the 15th red on the way to a maximum break.
Shaun Murphy 112 and the frame.
Power screw shot by Judd Trump. From this camera angle, you can see Judd's weird aiming style. He's addressing the cue ball to the right and in the last moment delivering with the left spin. But if it works, why change it, right? Despite the fact that Carter needed 1 snooker, Shaun Murphy played a safer shot and got the frame.
Shaun Murphy 40.
It's not always about the attack. Kyren had slim chances of coming back in this frame with 12 foul points required. But this shot is so difficult to judge, it had to make the list. You need to apply the right amount of backspin to the cue ball so that by the time it reaches the red, backspin becomes stun and the cue ball drifts behind the black beautifully. This shot is similar to a trick shot he played in our previous video, in a way that it is hard to tell if it was planned or not. But to be honest, it feels natural that the cue ball having top spin would tend to go down off the pack and stay near the black. Needs some luck to have such a perfect shape indeed. And needs some skill to make a 75 for 3-0 lead. Slightly bigger angle to screw the cue ball into the bunch of reds. But no problem for Trump, he just plays his basic in and out of bulk shot.
16.
Couple of long pots from Murphy. The first one allowed him to make a clearance and increase his lead over Mark Selby. The second one was much more difficult. The cue ball close to the cushion, but this time with a safety in mind.
He's just a fantastic curious, a very powerful player. scores well, enjoys the big occasion. He's always been like that, even as a junior. You know, he's a very, very confident sort of person, very confident player, and you know, he'll bring that to the table.
But no further success. He had some breathing space though. Another clever shot, this time from Judd Trump. Unfortunately, Trump lost this very close decider. Tricky little shot from Ali Carter, which put Milkins in all sorts of trouble.
Foul, a miss. Foul,
And with a
miss.
third unsuccessful escape attempt, the ref didn't call a miss.
Foul. Ali Carter.
There is the absurdity of the miss rule, which had been invented to prevent players playing a deliberate foul shot when escaping from snooker. But nowadays, players play the shot over and over, it doesn't matter how difficult the snooker is. And it shouldn't matter according to the rules. If you make an honest attempt, miss shouldn't be called, that's it. From this view, it looks like Luke has got nothing to go for. But he finds a very clever option. He played the red of another red. Great idea and well manufactured.
7.
It worked out nicely. He made a 99 break from this.
Luke has shown 99 on the front.
Here you can see Joe O'Connor is fractionally on the right side of the black. And he's got too small of an angle to play the top spin and off the right cushion to the left of the red. He decided to play a more risky shot, but it worked out nicely. And he got rewarded. He managed to win this frame, beat Mark Allen, then beat Luca Brecel in the next round. Here it felt like Carter had to play this shot. The angle on the pink was just perfect, and he would have needed to deal with this cluster of reds anyway later. He's not always thinking positively, let's put it this way, but this choice was very positive. This shot from Murphy isn't important at all. Although it's weird that Carter conceded with only 3-point deficit, we thought this shot was worth having a look at.
Sean Murphy, 5.
Such a clever idea to play the cushion first. It takes some vision to see this option. That's it. Hope you liked this video and our choices of shots. See you in the next one.